Maxxis rock crawler tires are terrible tires for the snow. They are Maxxis Liberty ML3 radial tires, 30 by 10 by 14. That's what came on the Maverick XRC stock. And here in the Northeast, it rains and there isn't a whole lot of sunshine, so it's pretty much always muddy. And these tires are terrible once it gets past a little bit muddy. There's no traction, four-wheel drive on all the time to even go anywhere, slipping and sliding. Other than that, the only other downfall, I guess there's two, is snow. Past a little bit of ice or maybe an inch of snow, you can't go anywhere. There's no traction. They don't bite. It's similar to going through mud. I got 1,000 miles on them. They still look like they're the day that they were brand new. Plenty of tread. What they are good at is anything hard packed, like hard packed trails, dirt, you know, even some loose gravel. Obviously the street. They're amazing. You know, you have no vibration inside whatsoever with these tires. There's a lot of tire surface area that touches the ground, so you get maximum traction all the time. And I got some ITP Cryptids, which you'll see me swap back over here in a minute. Bought them a couple months after I got it. I've owned this thing about a year, a little over a year. So went through the first winter in it. I got Cryptids because Cryptids come stock on the XMR version of this and a lot of other Can-Am vehicles. I heard a lot of good things about Cryptids. Went with the Cryptids. And just like these Maxxis Liberties, there's a lot of complaints about the Cryptids and a lot of good things too. The Cryptids are really good at mud, snow, deep mud, slippery conditions. The Maxxis Liberty, I can pretty much normally pick that baby up. Here is the ITP Cryptid, not exaggerating. I mean, it's got to be literally double the amount of weight as that tire, and they're both exactly 30, 10, 14 tires. So all that transfers into driving. If you have that much more weight that you're spinning, that much more stress on the axles, that much more stress on the wheel bearings, everything. And it also significantly cuts down on power due to that weight. So you've got to figure you're spinning literally double the amount of weight as you were before. So takeoff's going to be slower, acceleration, top speed, the whole deal. So you just plan on, it's like, the analogy I gave was if you had steel-toed work boots on and you were trying to run in work boots, and then you took them off and had running shoes on. That'd be kind of the difference. Like these would obviously be the heavy steel-toed work boots, and those would be the tennis shoes. And then I put these on, and although that they're great in mud and they're great in snow and slippery conditions, you have this much less tire here. You don't think about it, but although it looks big and beefy and meaty, you have this much less tire that touches the ground as versus that. So much less surface area of the tire touches the ground, you don't get as good a traction on that hard-packed dirt, gravel, woods trails, the road. So you lose a lot of that nice riding that you do with those tires. And the other negative thing about these, besides the weight, is all this big knobby part of the tire that touches the ground. Holy cow, do you feel that inside. Like, I mean, the windshield will actually vibrate back and forth at slow speeds. Like if you just rock crawl or you just you know, like rode hard packed dirt and never came into contact with mud whatsoever or snow or anything, I would say that the Maxxis Liberty tires would be amazing. And if your sole goal was to mud bog or just ride in deep snow, the ITP Cryptids are pretty amazing for that. But like I said, if I was able to test both tires out in the beginning, I probably would not want either tire. And the reason why is because you're always wanting the other one. You're always wanting one's, you know, you're always missing something. So I could see why the carnivores and tires similar to the carnivores, are so popular. Because the carnivores they're a whole lot lighter than these ITP Cryptids. They're kind of a mud tire, they're kind of a dirt trail tire, they're kind of a rock crawler tire. I would say they're a mix of all. And you have so much more contact that touches the ground than these. So I've never even rode on a carnivore before, but riding on those and riding on these, I would imagine that the carnivore will be right in the middle. So really good longevity. And these tires, like I said, is being so heavy, I've never got a puncture. I'm not sure that you could puncture the tire. It seems like they're so tough. That's all I really run. Running those Maxxis Liberties too is about 8 pounds. They seem to get great traction. Like I said, they last long. I'm gonna set them all at 8. Close-up shots of it all. Really does look pretty sweet with the mud tires on it. I just wish they weren't so heavy. You can really see how much tread there actually is there, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot. Just to recap a little bit, if you're in the market for either one of these tires, ITP Cryptids, absolutely amazing in the mud and in the snow, slippery conditions. But other than that, they're super heavy. They're really, really hard to take on the road. You know, the windshield, like you can see here, that's literally like what the windshield does the entire time with those tires on there. So better be prepared for a lot of vibration, not much road riding, not much hard packed dirt. So that's one issue there. Then we get on to the Maxxis Liberties. Also, I really love these tires too. You can see, you know, for what these tires are, there's a significant amount of tread left on them as well. You can kind of get an idea of the tread pattern here. So again, awesome tire. Like we went to Hatfield McCoy trails and there's maybe, I don't know, 50 miles worth of road riding that you end up doing for a weekend there. And I would not want to have any other tire on the road other than those, or at least I definitely wouldn't want to have those on the road. You would want those on the road. But there was some muddy times, some mud bogs that we couldn't go anywhere because, you know, we had these tires on there. So I wish I had the Cryptids on there. If I had to choose between the two, I would choose the Maxxis Liberties just because the Cryptids are so heavy. But I would like to try something in between someday, maybe like a carnivore, or maybe something by System 3. Again, those wheels are great too. Really nice center caps, nice beadlock rings, powder coated, comes with all those bolts. You know, you can see the inside here too. So yeah, got the wheels and tires from Side by Side Planet, and that's about it. Stay tuned here for the next couple minutes. I'm gonna take it for a rip and let